Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The act of drilling a hole in the earth in the hope of producing petroleum. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. A boring evening with uninteresting people. The act of drilling. The act of drilling a hole in the earth in the hope of producing petroleum. The act of drilling. The act of drilling a hole in the earth in the hope of producing petroleum. The act of making something futile and useless, as by routine. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. The deadening effect of some routine tasks. Darkened with overcast. A dull sky. Make numb or insensitive. Become less interesting or attractive. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. A dull play. Slow to learn or understand. Lacking intellectual acuity. Although dull at classical learning, at mathematics he was uncommonly quick. Being or made softer or less loud or clear. The dull boom of distant breaking waves. Deaden, a sound or noise, especially by rapping. Not clear and resonant, sounding as if striking with or against something relatively soft. The dull thud. Make dull or blunt. Too much cutting dulls the knife's edge. Of business, not active or brisk. Business is dull, or slow. Become dull or lustreless in appearance. Lose shine or brightness. The varnished table top dulled with time. Blunted in responsiveness or sensibility. A dull gaze. Emitting or reflecting very little light. A dull glow. Lacking in liveliness or animation. He was so dull at parties. Make dull in appearance. Age had dulled the surface. Make less lively or vigorous. Middle age dulled her appetite for travel. Not having a sharp edge or point. The knife was too dull to be of any use. Not keenly felt. A dull throbbing. Of color, very low in saturation, highly diluted. Dull greens and blues. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. A ho-hum speaker who couldn't capture their attention. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. What an irksome task the writing of long letters is. Cause to proceed more slowly. The illness slowed him down. Of timepieces. The clock is almost an hour slow. Without speed, slow, is sometimes used informally for slowly. He spoke slowly. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. Slow to learn or understand. Lacking intellectual acuity. Worked with the slow students. Become slow or slower. Production slowed. Lose velocity. Move more slowly. Of business, not active or brisk. Business is dull, or slow. At a slow tempo. The band played a slow waltz. Not moving quickly, taking a comparatively long time. A slow walker. Used of timepieces, indicating a time earlier than the correct time. The clock is slow. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. Tedious days on the train. Using or containing too many words. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. The tiresome chirping of a cricket. So lacking in interest as to cause mental weariness. Other people's dreams are dreadfully wearisome. Arousing no interest or attention or curiosity or excitement. A very uninteresting account of her trip. Characteristic or suggestive of an institution, especially in being uniform or dull or unimaginative. An artifact that has been created by someone or some process. They export most of their agricultural production. The quantity of something, as a commodity, that is created, usually within a given period of time. Production was up in the second quarter. A display that is exaggerated or unduly complicated. She tends to make a big production out of nothing. A presentation for the stage or screen or radio or television. Have you seen the new production of Hamlet? Economics, manufacturing or mining or growing something, usually in large quantities, for sale. He introduced more efficient methods of production. Law, the act of exhibiting in a court of law. The appellate court demanded the production of all documents. The act or process of producing something. Shakespeare's production of poetry was enormous. The creation of value or wealth by producing goods and services. The act of creating by removing something.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.